Green Hell, a survival game set in the heart of the Amazon rainforest, home to some of the most diverse species of wildlife on the planet, with most of them wanting to kill you, hence the super scary name that they went for. Now, I am in no way new to survival games. Having conquered huge bugs and grounded, and dabbled in a bit of Minecraft, I'm what you call an expert. So you might be saying, if you're such an expert, then why even play these games? Well, what does a survival game expert want the most? A challenge. And Green Hell promised a challenge like never before. With its unforgiving game mechanics and harsh setting, the game looked like it could be pretty brutal. Which meant if I could survive 100 days in this hellish game, I'd basically be the Dante of survival games. That, and there's a capybara on the cover.
Okay, I'll pull up.
Absolutely not. There will be no capybara edits in this video. On day 0, our story starts off in Green Hell's tutorial. Not that I really need it, being an expert and all, but we do learn the basics of crafting, starting fires, and treating wounds, which I guess is kind of important if I did want to survive this whole 100-day challenge. We also learned that we came here with our wife, Mia, who we are communicating with now through a walkie-talkie after being separated from her in an unexplainable accident. So yeah, pretty normal stuff so far. When I finally woke up from the accident, I found myself in a completely new part of the jungle, where I was immediately scammed out of free food. Give me that banana. Oh, there's a lot of bananas. There's like so many bananas. Give me more. What? You're kidding me. I can only have 2 out of the... Get out of here. Out of here, man. I spent some time gathering resources and came across another free Costco sample, this time in the form of a dead parrot, but hey, I'll take what I can get. Now, my goal was simple. Find a way to enjoy this meal. And I had to move fast, as this raw meat would soon spoil. So I quickly crafted a stone axe and gathered wood to make a small fire, so that I could enjoy my first real meal of the run. Or so I thought. Is it raining? You gonna put out my fire? Why have you forsaken me? You're kidding me, man. Look at it, now it's spoiled. Can I harvest it for something? Maggots? I don't want to eat these. So, with that random rainstorm washing away any hope I had of my first meal, I decided to spend day 2 building a small shelter that would allow me to get some comfortable sleep and save my progress so far. Once waking up, I decided to look for another source of protein and came across some mystery snails, which would be slimy yet satisfying if I could manage to cook them. But in the pursuit of finding my next meal, I would soon become one. Is a sad sight to see. Oh! What is... Ah! Wait, stop! Chill. Wait! Oh... Life is not good right now. Life is so not good! Life is so not good, man. And life did not get any better. Oh, life is bad right now. Life is just so bad right now. What am I even supposed to do about this, man? We're just gonna... Maybe if I act like he's not there, he'll go away. Just act like he's not there, and he'll go away. He's not going away. Can I throw like a rock at him? Ah! He's not going away, bro! They literally said one whack is enough to deal a small cat. And now he's like, okay, maybe I've done too much. You know what? So with this jaguar prowling the area, I had no choice but to abandon my shelter and move deeper into the jungle, where I came across a small village. In this village, I found a map, a bone knife, and a ritual bowl that I could use to recover my memories from the accident I had earlier. But before I'd be able to explore the idea of doing rituals, my past caught up with me. What are you doing? You are always here. You are so annoying. And you're always here, bro. At this point, I decided to set up a living space far, far away from where this lethal cat could ever find me. And after a bit of exploring, I found this clearing near a climbing location that had the potential to be a temporary safe haven, or at least stop me from becoming cat food, which was good enough for me. I quickly set up a shelter to sleep in, and when I woke up on day 4, I decided that going back to the village was not an option right now. A scary catman was likely to show up at any moment. Instead, I needed to get stronger. You see, right now, I was convinced that I was not that high on the totem pole when it came to jungle status, with the scary predators at the top and me falling somewhere around here. It also didn't really help that I couldn't cook food due to the sudden rainstorms that I am convinced were coded to always put campfires out. I don't know what to think anymore. They're out to get me. They have to be. How is it possible, man? Although I was pretty frustrated with how the game was treating me, I was even more frustrated because I had no idea how to get stronger. So, like a true expert, I played with crafting materials until I finally came up with something great. What? Wait, whoa, what did it say? Oh, a bow is just... what? Wait, this is probably goated. Because what did I need for feathers? Whoa. Let's make a bow. Dude, I found that by complete accident. I had no idea. What? Hey man, say what you want about me. All I can say is that if I wasn't an expert, I would have never stumbled upon that bow. In addition to my bow, I also crafted an upgraded axe that was a little better than the stone one I had before, which allowed me to gather all the resources I needed to make a roof so I could finally cook food without tears coming out of my eyes. When I finally woke up on day 6, I was literally starving to death. You see, food works a little different in Green Hell. Each icon on our smartwatch corresponds to a food group. There's carbs, which we can get from fruits and veggies, protein that we get from meat, fats that come from nuts and higher quality meat, and water that we can either collect from rainfall with coconut bowls or gather from dirty rivers, which can possibly give us parasites. Each food group counts for 25% of our health bar, which adds up to 100. But mine was, well, hell no, man. You get the picture. So with my new bow, I set out to hunt for my first meal. The first step to moving up the jungle totem pole. Okay, I pull up. I'm about to have the party. Ew, what's wrong with the capybara? Following a successful hunt, I was finally able to enjoy my first protein-packed meal after 6 days of being a vegan. This meal was a huge confidence booster for me, and was kind of like proof of the progress that I had made these last few days, which made me think maybe if I returned to the village, I might not become catnip. So when the sun rose on day 7, I returned and participated in my first native ritual, but what I saw was kind of strange. Okay. Oh, what is
Hey, what are you doing here?
What is that? Oh, I am in Wonderland. What has Walt done to me? I should not have been drinking tea with the Mad Hatter in them. This is crazy. This is actually surreal. Oh. Did he run? What is going on?
Kid, where are you?
Where am I? That's what I'm saying.
Where am I?
I told you it was strange. During the ritual, I got to see memories leading up to my accident. But to make things more strange, they were from the perspective of my wife Mia. You see, Mia had set out to make contact with the natives of the forest while I stayed at camp. This was to convince them that we meant no harm. Also, during the memories, Mia mentioned a secret the natives shared with us, but she sounded like really mad about it. Like, they even shared their secret with us. See, look!
They even shared their secret with us.
Secret? See what I mean? I woke up from my ritual dream with more questions than before, when I heard a familiar voice from my walkie-talkie.
Hello? Jake? Please. I can't live without you.
Yeah, I tend to have that effect on women. For the first time since the accident, Mia had reached out to us, and while talking, she said some things that really triggered my spidey senses.
Mia, just before the accident, you called me in the middle of the night. What happened?
My lamp went out. I panicked.
Was she lying? At this point, I was starting to question what exactly was going on. It seemed like Mia was covering for herself, but my question was why? I mean, what exactly did she have to gain by lying to us? We're kind of just stuck in the jungle. While I was still kind of lost, I did have one lead. The location that we had set camp up at had a climbing location that I needed gear to access, meaning whatever was up there was probably important. On top of that, I had a place to start. Remember that kid we saw earlier with his butt exposed? Well, they ran through a rock during the dream, and after retracing the path from before, that same rock had vanished, leading to a totally different part of the jungle. While I wasn't sure what I'd find in this new part of the forest, I was sure that I'd probably need more food, so I returned home and prepped for the journey I had ahead. If I wanted to get answers as to why Mia was being so weird, or what exactly the secret was that the natives shared with us, I knew I'd have to do some exploring. So on day 9, I finally left home to uncover the truth, or at least get closer to it, and it didn't take me too long to find something interesting. Oh wait, whoa, there's like a car. What?
You're not gonna believe what I just found.
A city made of gold.
You stupid.
What? No, it's a Jeep. Well, it's not running anymore, but, you know, there's some useful stuff in it.
This crashed Jeep had a lot of packaged food that would come in handy, along with a bidon that I could fill with water. I also found this container of gas that, even though I couldn't really use it now, I was sure it would be important later. But I also found out that I wasn't the only one who was out here exploring. I hear a jaguar, but either jaguar. Or she blows. Oh, did I kill him? Oh, wait, I killed him. Defeating this jaguar felt like getting revenge on a school bully. Sure, I had taken a few wedgies in the past, but today, my tidy whities were safe. With my lunch money still intact, I decided to follow the tire tracks that seemed to have been left by the crashed Jeep, moving deeper into the jungle, until I came across my first structure that did not seem like the work of natives. What is that sound? Oh, it's a drug factory?
Those buildings I mentioned look like they're abandoned. Drug factory, maybe?
The factory had been abandoned as far as I could tell, which meant anything I could find while I was here was mine to keep. I scavenged the factory and found some painkillers, along with a schedule of production and some details about the crew who worked there. This was my first real clue about what was really going on in the jungle. The factory was being run by a drug cartel before a sickness ran them away, as it ended up killing most of the crew members, explaining why the place was abandoned. I searched the rest of the factory and found more packaged food, a pot that I could collect rainwater in, and a rusty machete. I also found a second note that went into more detail about each crew member, including some that were eliminated for theft? Yikes. But there was something strange about this list. The last 4 members of Group 3 did not have any information next to their names. But my question was, why? Maybe they escaped before being eliminated, or did the cartel leave before filling out the list? Drug cartels aside, there was still no sign of the climbing gear that I needed, so I decided to move on. But along my journey, I tried to eat an herb I found and ended up with food poisoning. Granted, the herb did look kind of suspicious. Food poisoning sucks since it meant my stamina would drain at a rapid rate, so I made a small camp to sleep at while it passed. Right now, we had been to the farthest southwest location on the map, but I saw a portion of land northeast that I had not yet explored that might be where I could find the gear I needed. And after a few days of walking simulator, I made it to my location of interest. New location? Oh. Where am I?
Hey, Mia. I think I found a crashed plane.
It is a plane.
Really? How big is it? Oh my god, any corpses inside? Nope, don't tell me. Is there a flight number? 815? How long ago did it crash? Do you have any idea what happened to it?
Thanks, so slow down.
Jake.
Hang on. What?
This crash plane was mostly just debris now, but below it was a cave that had become someone's living space. Inside it, I found more food and a bed, but no gear or notes about the whereabouts of the passengers, still leaving me in the dark. I also had a conversation with Mia that once again triggered my spidey senses.
It would be wonderful if you found an airstrip. We could just fly away.
Yeah, that would be awesome. So, where would you want to go?
Europe. I'd go back to Spain. You?
Anywhere as long as it's not green. Some other planet. Europe sounds nice.
A glacier. Anywhere as long as it's not green.
The other side of the world, huh? I'd like that. If I make it, you can take me there.
She talks as if her like fate is already decided. I don't know. Something tells me that she knows something that we don't know. With the way Mia was talking, it sounded like she had just accepted that we were always going to be lost in the jungle, but I wasn't ready to quit just yet. I spent a few more days at the crash plane crafting a bamboo bow and a blowpipe with some darts from a poison dart frog, which you should not touch, by the way. Ow. Good for nothing, frog. The plane cave was cool, but I was still one grappling hook short of being Batman. So on day 15, I finally left the plane crash. This time, I was headed back across the jungle to an island I had been eyeballing for a while now. Along the way, I found a few caves that had some iron veins, but ignored most of them for now as I had no idea how to refine that stuff. Once I had made it to the island, I discovered a small camp and a cave system. This cave, just like the plane crash cave, was a living space for someone, and after some more snooping, I found out this person had been spying on the cartel with binoculars, taking note of guard shifts and all of their activity. This was another clue. The note mentioned boats being taken upstream, giving me my next location of interest. Looks like more cartel stuff. I'm able to find something cool. Following the coastline downstream, I came upon a dock that was mentioned in the notes and found some food and a 4-pronged spear, but nothing of too much importance. At this point, I had exhausted my leads as to where this grappling hook might have been and began to wander around. While wandering, I found a cave with a note from Tiago, one of the members of Group 3 from the drug factory who had no information next to their names. This note was in the form of a letter to Marcella, a love interest I assume? In the letter, Tiago explained that he had fled the factory to avoid getting sick after the outbreak, which started when the cartel captured a mysterious American man who had been wandering the jungle. This letter was interesting for a few reasons, but the one that stood out the most was Tiago claiming he wasn't sick, but then later talking about letters dancing in front of his eyes from the jungle heat and seeing his beloved Marcella between the trees, which I don't know how it sounds to you, but to me it sounds like a fever dream. So whatever this sickness was, it clearly sends you straight to Disneyland. But Mickey would have to wait for now because I still needed climbing gear. And due to my wandering, I had deduced that the only place the gear could now be was in a patch of land that I had passed a few times at the very top of the map, which took a couple of days to reach as I had a run-in with an old friend and passed out from exhaustion. Twice.
Oh my god, I fell asleep again.
You know, all the things experts go through. When I finally got to the mystery location, I was greeted by something special. There was an elevator here run by a generator that I used the gas I found at the crashed Jeep for. Once I descended, I was definitely surprised by what I found. One thing I will say is the music go crazy.
Mia, you're not gonna believe
Oh,
this.
this is a gold mine?
Looks like I found an illegal gold mine.
The jungle is full of surprises. Anything of interest there?
I'll let you know.
In this gold mine, I found notes about production before the great outbreak that seemed to be plaguing the entire jungle. I also found a pouch of gold, and the one thing that separates Bruce Wayne from Batman. You're lying! Oh my, we found a grappling hook, bro. Oh my, I almost missed it because I was looting. With my newfound grappling hook, I rushed back home to the climbing location where I found another ritual bowl that would hopefully have some more answers to my ever-growing list of questions. And of course, it wouldn't be a ritual if it didn't get weird. Okay, we back on it. I feel like a new man out here in the jungle. Bro is out here self-medicating. Sheesh. And bro's just, whoa, what? Oh, bad trip. Oh, I died. Whoa, what is that a door? Like, wait, that's like a door too. Following the fall, I got to see more memories. this time of my old office and my past work. I found out this wasn't my first time in the jungle, as I had published a book on the native people who lived there and the medicinal properties of the plants they had. My reason for returning to the jungle was Mia. Apparently she was diagnosed with cancer, which I learned from her medical report and a long list of medical expenses. This had backed me into a corner where I ended up making a deal with a company known as Omolu Corp. Before I could make out more specifics of the deal, I woke up from the ritual, but something tells me the deal I had made was not a good one. I retraced the path from the ritual dream leading up to my fall, and came to a new part of the jungle that was not on my current map. I made friends with a gator before coming across a camp with some notes about an attack. The people who lived here were attacked by a group of angry natives that were kind of like rebels, as they had split from the more peaceful group that Mia met. Definitely would not want to run into any of them. While here, I found a kid's drawing map of the area that indicated there was a plain east of this location. I slept at the camp for a day before continuing my journey east, hoping to find a plain, and found something pretty similar. All for help from the airstrip radio. Okay.
Mia, you won't believe this. I just found an airstrip.
Oh wow, they're playing hopeful music, so maybe I'm up.
What are you waiting for? Radio for help.
Right, I'm on it.
But my hopeful mood would not last long.
Hello, can anyone hear me? I need help. Anyone, come in, please. I need help. Anyone, come in, please.
What the flip, man?
Jake is a little upset right now. I did, however, finally get in contact with someone on the radio, but the conversation was kind of strange. The person knew of me, maybe from my book, and asked me if there was a man there with me, which I speculated could be the same man from Tiago's note that the cartel captured. The call came to an end with the guy saying help was on the way, but he didn't really say when. While the call with the radio guy was extremely weird, nothing could prepare me for the red flag Mia was about to throw.
Mia, help is on the way.
The key.
At last. That was a strange conversation, though. They asked me if there was a man here. Any idea what all that was about?
I'm just glad you're safe now.
I'm kind of scared. I
Right.
don't want to.
And since I know how to get out of here, now I need to find you.
Just come home.
Mia, where are you?
Please don't try to find me. You're safe. And that's all that matters.
What?
I completed my task. Now your job is to go home. Only thing you will find here is disappointment. You don't need me anymore, Jake. It's time for me to go.
Whoa.
Stay where you are and wait for help.
Wait. I'm not gonna leave her.
No,
what
no,
the heck?
Mia, talk to me.
I
Where are
literally, I literally went through all of this just for her.
you? Mia, please say something. I can't just abandon you.
No, that's
Mia,
factual. That's actual
say something.
factuals.
Please. Mia, come on. It's time to go.
At this point, Mia would no longer respond to me, like complete radio silence. And after hearing what she said, I knew something was wrong. Although there was still a lot of shadiness going on and a lot of things I didn't know, I would feel extremely bad if I left her in the jungle. So instead of just waiting for help, I decided to look around the airstrip for a place to use the key I found after my conversation with the guy on the radio. While searching, I found a rusty axe to replace my primitive one before finding a shed where I could use the key I found. This shed was a Molu Court property as far as I could tell, and inside I found more climbing gear, a map of the area, and a list of passengers that my name was on, but Mia's name wasn't. A little sussy if you ask me. There was also a recording from one of the passengers named Alvarez.
Alvarez, report number 8. I've spotted a fire northwest from the Delta camp.
Huh?
So far, I've determined that there are around 6 people on the island. At least one is a child. So I'm guessing these are refugees from the city. I watched them all day. It looks like they're unaware of our presence. For now, the group doesn't pose any threat to the mission. I suppose they feel safe on the island and are likely to stay there.
From the report, Alvarez sounded like an Omolu Corp agent, but the key takeaway was his mention of a mission. What exactly were they trying to accomplish, and was this still a part of the deal that I made with them? I needed more answers, and after some exploring, I found a place to use the new climbing gear I found that led down to an underwater cave. Things were getting more strange than usual. Using the diving equipment that was conveniently laying there for me, I followed the diving line to another location that had a second descent, and once descending again, I found myself in a swamp, where there was another ritual location, and you know how much I love rituals. Go ahead and indulge in the native spirits, talking the native language, talking the native tongue. Okay, kid. Wait, whoa, where'd he just go? This kid is so fast. Why is there so much death? Oh, weird. Not in a good dream anymore, Mom. This has to be omens, right? There's too many dead things around. The swamp ritual was a lot different than the past ritual dreams I had been in. Besides starting off with a surplus of dead animals, the dream continued to show me glimpses of my past interactions with Omolu Corp. According to newspaper headlines and some documents I found in the dream, the corporation, along with my help, had manufactured a miracle drug capable of curing most of the world's diseases, including cancer, which was proven by Mia's discharge document stating how she was now cancer-free. But there was a catch. This new drug manifested a deadly new virus in patients. The same virus that wiped out the drug factory and gold mine workers wasn't just in the jungle, it was worldwide. On top of the outbreak, exploration of the jungle was leading to an invasion of native territory, resulting in the deaths of thousands of their people. The entire situation had become a bloodbath, all because of my book. When I woke up, I was in the cave from the dream that I just had, with a new objective: find a way to make a cure. Inside the cave was a grappling hook gun, and a lovely voice recording from our good friend Alvarez.
It's Alvarez. I fell down the cave.
I see.
Christ.
R.I.P. Alvarez. I see. Yeah, that boy legs are not going back.
Higgins, you piece of shit. Pick up that fucking call. I hope you die, scumbag. It's because of you. All of it.
Well, maybe good friend is a stretch. With my new grappling hook gun, I could reach a new area on the edge of the swamp, which led to what is that? Dude, what is that noise? Is that you? Is that you? Shut up, man. Just ruining the video, man. The new area led to the base camp I was staying at before the accident that started this adventure. The camp had been ransacked, however, but I did manage to salvage a machete, which would be useful later for cutting down wood. Continuing to explore the area, I found the village from my first ritual dream, the same one that Mia was staying at when she was trying to negotiate with the natives, but it was abandoned. I set up a shelter to save my progress before moving on, as there were still no clues here about how I could make a cure. So I decided to revisit the swamp, just in case I had missed anything, and found another Omolu Corp camp. With further investigation, I found out that the camp was actually a research facility that I could use to find a cure to the new virus. Inside, I found a sampling machine that could determine if a sample was capable of curing the virus, but the only problem was, I would have to try each sample one by one. Not exactly a fun process, as there were a million different things to try. So during the next few days, I tried as many different samples as I could get my hands on, including the fungus that was responsible for causing the outbreak in the first place that I found in a secluded cave system after a bit of diving. But I still had no luck with the cure. While staying at the camp, I came across some of those savage natives that were mentioned before, and got to try some of their DNA inside the machine, which didn't work, but I did get a cool new bow out of it. Having made no progress towards the cure, I decided I should make a base that I could stay at while these trials continued. Not gonna lie, I just really wanted a break from the sampling. And what better place to set up a base than the original safe haven from the start of my journey? So I returned home, where I laid out the groundwork for the ultimate base I was about to construct. I should also probably mention, Base building in Green Hell takes forever. Like, the entire process took so many days that I started to wonder if it was even worth to build one, as I was just gonna end up leaving in the first place. It also didn't help that the sanctuary wasn't exactly a sanctuary, as I got visited by the big bad a few times. But I persisted, hoping the end result would be worth it, and when I finally finished, it was definitely a huge upgrade from the small shelters I was used to sleeping in. Okay, dude. Look at it, man. Look at the patio, bro. Finally, man. Got the little fireplace, bro. Day 55, we finally have a base, bro. It took us 55 days of wandering around, getting beat by everything that shows up to finally make a base, bro. Look at it, man. So, needless to say, I felt pretty good about my new base. But that Jaguar attack from earlier made me realize I was still pretty vulnerable despite having a huge base for defense. So during the next few days, I decided to work towards Metal Gear, which I needed a forge for, so I could refine all the metal that had been neglected in caves so far. While becoming the next Tony Stark, I made a water filter, some storage boxes, and a new metal axe since the rusty one I found at the airstrip was long gone with the amount of wood I was chopping down recently. I was feeling pretty good about the progress I made so far, but for some reason I still felt off, like something was missing. What good was this cool base I made if I didn't have someone to share it with? So I got to work on a living space for my soon-to-be house guests, and when it was done, I decided it was finally time to invite them into my house. Let's try it. Let's try to find a capybara. Take them down. Oh, there's one right there.
Enemy
Okay.
spotted.
No. Oh, is that him? I got him. Okay, capybara boy, you're mine. I have leeches. Hey, shut up. I thought this was gonna be more, what's the word? I guess, Disney Channel-ish. I kinda just kidnapped them. With my newfound friends that totally agreed to hang out with me for the foreseeable future, I felt complete. And of course, I had to give them names. Meet Romp, Roll, Move, and Shake. And I know what you're thinking, this is so wholesome. Besides the whole kidnapping thing. Well, just wait. On day 67, I found out Romp and Shake were pregnant. Wait, what? Is she pregnant? Which was a lot for me to handle as I wasn't really ready to be a godfather, but I guess that's life sometimes. But to prevent more kids from showing up, I decided to make another pin so that I could keep the boys and girls separate from each other. And this is where disaster struck. No. No. Okay, that one's getting free. Ooh, I don't, okay, this is scary. You're stuck now. And then, cancel it. Hey! Romp. What? Why won't Romp? Oh, no. Romp's trust meter had gotten too low while she was free, and I could no longer call her back. I also had no more darts to put her to sleep, which resulted in, well, see for yourself. Romp is going to leave, and she's pregnant. That's tough. Dude. Ah! Okay, it is what it is. And just like that, Romp had taken her child and escaped back to the wild. To be honest, this was a huge wake-up call for me. I had to remember that this wasn't a petting zoo, and I had a mission to complete. While I was living the good life, I had kind of just swept the whole deadly virus thing under the rug. Sort of like an out of sight, out of mind kind of thing, you know? I spent a couple of more days preparing food and finishing my Metal Gear before releasing my not so consensual friends from their prisons and making my journey back to the swamp to find a cure. On the journey, I decided to test my gear by trying to best the gator in Mortal Kombat, which you might have guessed ended very badly. In addition to the gator fight, I also got jumped by a puma, which I think actually might be worse than jaguars, all before I ended up back at camp. Not gonna lie, I don't remember the trip being so treacherous the first time. When I arrived back at the camp, I got back to work immediately. I'm talking maximum sample time. But it didn't take long before I ran out of food, and the amount of food options in the swamp are extremely limited. So I had the great idea of eating some poison dart frog meat I found, which sounds good on paper, right? I mean, only the outside is poisonous, right? Well, you know that little warning that you keep seeing? Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, no. I didn't get that. Wow. Well, I think I shouldn't have done that, by the way. Once fighting off literal demons, I had a realization. I had used the poison dart frog for blow darts, thrown its lifeless body into a sample machine, and even made it into a meal. But I never really tried a live frog in the sampling machine. Throw him in, throw him in. Oh my goodness. It has to be something that I haven't seen yet. What? Whoa, wait. The frog worked?
This can't be true. Mia, I found it.
Whoa.
Answer, please. I have a cure.
Let the record show, I still dislike the frog. I spent the remaining 100 days doing a bit of fishing and becoming one with nature before participating in my last ritual at the abandoned village. Hopefully, this would help me find Mia so I could finally leave the jungle. For old time's sake, bro, let's go ahead and throw up a little bit of ayahuasca, yeah. Yes, sir, yes, sir. It doesn't get better than this right here. I miss this. Wait, what? Yes, sir, this is the life right here. Pour me up some of that, yeah. Okay, Chief, pour me up some of that.
You're gonna miss them again.
Mia, where are you?
You'll stay here with me
Oh.
again. Is that what you want?
No, no, not again.
That's what I'm saying, OG.
Just tell me what happened.
You cured me. You gave me back hope. I could taste and smell again. I could eat without throwing up. Those were the best 6 months of my life. And you were by my side the whole time.
Hey, happy birthday, bro. I can look at the cake. What is on the cake? Nothing?
But Jake, I feel it
Dang!
coming back.
Dang, Mia. Pouring up, ain't you?
I'm afraid of it.
What's this?
I lived, but
Oh,
felt dead. I can't go through all that again. I can feel the same grip on my throat. I can't swallow or breathe.
Didn't you
Seconds stretch into hours.
Maybe.
And I'm just
Time
waiting.
out. Time out. Time out.
I'm just waiting to die.
Time out. Time out. Time out. Maybe she wouldn't feel the grip on her throat if she stopped throwing back that Patron, that Italian's finest. Sheesh, drinking her heart all the way. Relax, OG.
Every patient of a Molocor became a walking time bomb. Everyone was infected.
She's still throwing back?
Everyone. Even you.
I'm infected too? Unfortunate.
You left me here. You left me alone to die. You wanted to save me again, but what will the price be this time, Jake? What will you sacrifice this time?
Yeesh. Dang, who bodied y'all?
What the? What happened here?
Everything we do makes the tribe suffer.
I'm not gonna lie to you. They can't be suffering more than with this that haircut, that cut that he has. That is enough suffering.
I sold their secrets.
It's easier not to remember.
These are some terrible cuts.
Isn't it?
Y'all hair can't grow like that naturally.
Do you even remember?
And he's
how you
just
got
double
here?
cheeked up.
Of course I do. By boat. With you. We put up a tent and...
Are you sure?
I don't understand.
How long have
Oh,
you
yeah,
been
this
here?
is kind of similar.
Mia, you know I can't remember. Just tell me.
I'm supposed to just go into the tent. Looks like that's the only choice. Is this different? I can't remember.
Weeks
Oh, no.
passed.
This is the same. I remember this.
You were certain you would find the cure. Everyone lost hope.
Give me that.
Time went by. You were all alone. How long can you survive on your own? How long can you live with the deaths of millions on your conscience? Maybe it'd be easier to just push it all away. Forget. Start again.
Jake? Please answer, Jake. I need you here, Jake.
Hey, don't bother me when I'm working.
I need you.
Okay, the macro's maxed out on me. Okay,
For me.
Jake been
Please.
eating good, getting strong, being healthy.
I can't stand it.
Ugh. Alright, it's on me. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, no, this is like some backroom energy. This like vacant hospital hallway. Like it's like I forgot what they're called, bro. I forgot what those spaces are called. And they rigged her up, no?
Mia? Are you... What happened?
You didn't listen, did you?
I don't understand. Why are you here?
I told you already. I begged you to end it, but you didn't listen. You never do. Was it worth it? Did you get what you wanted?
Yes. I have the cure, and now I know where to find you.
Then go. What are you waiting for?
Go isn't Leo. Alright, so this is new then, because last time that was locked, I'm pretty sure. What?
Tower, come in.
Oh, okay. It's to be
This
back.
is Jake
Thank God.
Haynes. I got it. I got what everybody's been looking for.
Did I hear you correctly? Say again. Over.
Okay, Jay.
Yes. Yes, you heard
I'm
me
glad
right.
they didn't make me like walk all the
I
way
have the
back.
cure.
A cure? Oh my God. Are you certain? I'll send somebody right away. You know how hard it is to get permission these days? Christ. Is this really over?
Just... hurry.
Sheesh, Jake. Is that the end?
I wanted to say goodbye to you.
You think I'm still waiting for you?
I have to believe that. I don't know how so much time has passed. Yes, you're a fighter. That's what we are gonna say.
Yes, you're a fighter.
You know, you could always come back to me.
I really hope that this won't be necessary.
Oh, I'm on the airstrip, hallucinating. She's not even here, right?
Hey, Mia.
Yo, that's my first time like seeing her. Goodbye or thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye, mi amor.
Is she dead? Wait, that's so sad. So it turns out Mia was never really with us from the start. Definitely a twist I did not see coming. To be honest, the 100-day run was pretty successful. I made some friends, found a cure, and most of all, proved that I really am a survival game expert. If you enjoyed the video and want more expert guides like this one, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. We're nearly at 1K. And to all the currently subscribed clutchlings, thank you. Your support means the world to me. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Laters.